Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue, yellow, and red, official weight 140 pounds. A perfect professional record consisting of 28 bouts, 28 victories, including 26 knockouts. From Barranquilla, Colombia, the undefeated WBO #1 ranked challenger in the world, Ricardo Torres. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing green, official weight also 140 pounds. Also a perfect professional record consisting of 24 bouts, 24 victories, including 20 knockouts. Damas y caballeros de Caguas, Puerto Rico, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO light welterweight champion of the world, Miguel Cotto.
Check it out. Miguel, Ricardo, we scheduled to box 12 rounds for the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. I've gone over the rules in your dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck. Touch gloves, Papa.
Jim, in the last two shows we've had, or two of the last three, I should say, we've had substitutes come in and knock off top young featherweight Rocky Juarez, and then Eric Morales. Who knows what we have here?
They know each other from their one amateur meeting. So far, Cotto is 2-0 against former Olympic opponents, having beaten both Kelson Pinto of Brazil and Muhammad Abdullayev of Uzbekistan. George, did you ever get a chance to fight in the professionals, any of the guys that you fought at the Mexico City Olympics in 1968?
Not in the Olympics, but some that I did fight in the amateur, coming up to the AAU and National Golden Gloves. But that doesn't mean anything.
It was an entirely different thing, right?
Now it's all for the gold this time, the real gold that you put in your pocket.
Nice little left hook to the body by Cotto.
Now, Torres has got to get some respect early because Cotto is well polished. Take the polish off by making him hurt. And that's what he's got to do. Get out there and land a big shot. Let him know that my record is not padded. I can knock you out, too.
Well, if Cotto has a statement punch, it is that left hook to the body. He sledgehammered Abdullayev with it in the late rounds, and you can see him throwing it again with conviction there. So far, Torres has decided to back up here in round one. That runs counter to what Cotto had expected because he thought that Torres would try to attack him.
Torres seems to be looking to throw.
Left hook puts him down after a perfect counter straight right hand. And Torres is up in a hurry, but that was just a perfectly thrown combination by Miguel Cotto, who answered a right hand by Torres with a body shot and then finished off with a left hook.
Yeah,
I thought part of that was his balance. He was a little off balance. He doesn't look really hurt, does he, George?
I agree. He was getting ready to do something himself and got caught in the midst of it. But you're a long way from home, and this big crowd is noisy. The corner's going to have a...
and Torres hurts Cotto with a left hook there. Miguel Cotto electing to trade punches with a guy whom he had knocked down. Both George and Larry making the point that Torres wasn't all that hurt, and now Cotto knows it too, as he was rocked by a counter left hook.
Now Torres has got his respect. Now it's an even fight. From this point on, he's as much at home as Cotto is.
Cotto going back to the left hook to the body and landing it right on the belt line.
That's some unusual punching power in this little frame that Torres has. Doesn't look like that kind of power, but his hands evidently has got it.
When he throws the punches with conviction, it looks like he was trying to throw that right hand over the top.
Some guys got power in their hands. You look for the shoulders to a perfect delivery. It doesn't happen, but they touch you with those hands, and it hurts. And that's what I think Torres has.
You remember that Chop Chop Corley hurt Cotto with a right hand, and perhaps Torres was trying to duplicate that.
So both fighters made an impression in round one. When we go to the corner where they speak Spanish, our interpreter is Jerry Olaya.
Very well, Miguel.
Subirle el baldecito a la boca. Okay.
You okay? He only has that right hand, that's it. Work it. Counter punch.
Okay?
You all right? Good. All right, now it's our turn.
Here's the knockdown punch. A straight left, followed by a half left, with Torres out of range, but there you saw the right hand that splayed Cotto's legs, looking dangerous for a moment.
Power shots in round one. Cotto 12 out of 36, 33%. Torres 8 out of 31, 26%. Total punches, Cotto landing more, 21 out of 61. Both guys momentarily rocked the opponent in round one. Now Cotto takes Torres to the ropes, trades with him again, and once again, Torres lands enough to back Cotto off. Who's hurt?
It's Cotto who is hurt.
And he's hurt again by a straight right hand. And Cotto tries to grab and hold as Torres continues to throw. Cotto wobbly. Torres has a huge chance here for a big upset. Cotto trying to fight back. Going into a crouching position, but now he gets caught flush with a right hand. Torres has Cotto in big trouble. Cotto no longer trying to hold on. For some reason, Miguel Cotto feels like he should trade. George, it's exactly the wrong thing to do.
No, when you're in with a puncher, he's got that many knockouts. You don't play the punching game with him. You play hit and defense.
Cotto is wobbly, and the ropes hold him up for the moment. He almost went to the canvas on that shot. Cotto reaching to grab again as another left hook strafes him.
Cotto
Plenty of time in the round.
Cotto showing tremendous determination here because he's plainly dazed, buzzed, hurt, trying to pull himself together with a minute and a half to go in the round.
He gets ripped again, and down goes Miguel Cotto. This he may need more than anything else.
That was a pull down. Let me tell you, he was hit with some harder shots early on, but this time he was actually wrestled down.
It looked like he was off balance, but from those blows.
Big left hook by Torres. This is going to raise a lot of questions about Miguel Cotto, who was hurt by DeMarcus Corley, not all that big a puncher in Puerto Rico. Was not badly hurt by a harder puncher named Muhammad Abdullayev in Madison Square Garden. But here, he has been wobbled 3 times.
Cotto has come back with 2 stiff punches.
Now it's Torres who wobbles after a right hand by Cotto. And Cotto wants to press the advantage now.
Cotto is not the harder puncher tonight. He can mix it up. He's got to make certain he's deliberate with his shots and keep his defenses in position.
It's Foreman Lyle at 140 pounds.
Any punch can take you down.
A gunfight in Atlantic City. Trading shots, Miguel Cotto and Ricardo Torres.
What happened? A guy steps in as a replacement. You take him for granted. He's got the power. You don't think that your promoters will actually match you with an equally puncher, and you got the surprise of your life.
Both fighters hurt in that round.
Both of them, but Cotto was the one who was almost gone early in the round and managed to weather the storm somehow.
Relax, don't worry about it. Yeah, box it. Box it. Move your hip. Move your waist. Move your top. Come on, move it.
And the new champion, Vivo. Up.
Right there, that left hook is the punch that hurt Cotto. Torres tearing after him to try to finish him.
There was the knockdown. So now Cotto has a knockdown over Torres in round 1. Torres has knocked Cotto down in round 2. As I say, it's Foreman Lyle at 140 pounds. In that round, Torres landed 39 out of 89 power shots. Miguel came back to land 19 power punches of his own. George Cotto was trying to hold on early in the round and then seemed to forget to do so.
What happened is when you're in good condition, evidently Cotto is, you can instinctively hold on, move out of the way. He's saved by his condition tonight. He was hit with some hard shots.
So Cotto's confidence has been rocked by hard shots from Torres in both rounds 1 and 2. They've traded knockdowns, and now Cotto will try to reestablish technical class, technical superiority.
Cotto is the more polished of the two.
But he's still getting hit with a lot of what Torres throws. Trading left hooks at close range, and Cotto isn't necessarily winning the punching battle. There's the left hook to the body, which momentarily stops Torres in his tracks.
When you're a big puncher, it's hard to imagine when someone is hitting you equally as hard. You just can't believe it. And that's the position Cotto is in. He cannot believe it.
Now here's a low blow stoppage to allow Torres to regain his equilibrium after Cotto landed one below the belt. Miguel Cotto bowing at Eduardo Torres as if to say sorry for that, or Ricardo Torres, I should say.
But when you see a puncher go to the corner and take a little rest in himself voluntarily, that means he's tired.
I agree with you, George.
When you got the big power, it's like, so what? Give me another round. So what? I got you.
I agree that I think he almost diminished his own conditioning in the last round, which he had such a big round.
So take another rest. Oh, but the body shots. Man.
Body shots by Cotto, backing Torres up. Torres hoping the referee will stop Cotto from landing him right on the belt line. That was a low blow yet again. And now here comes either a warning or a point deduction. No, it's not a deduction. It's just a warning. So 2 warnings now for Cotto. Next one will almost certainly be a point deduction. Quick, crisp left hook inside by Cotto. Torres comes back with the right and the left. Cotto driving him into the ropes. That left hook to the body is turning the fight around, George.
And I like it because the referee has tried to make him decide not to throw his left hooks to the body. He didn't get deterred. He's going right back to it.
Well, we saw that already, that Cotto has a second gear. We haven't seen whether his opponent can come back.
His opponent got one good right hand, I can tell you that, though, and bring him back.
I think if Cotto remembers to go to the body, he will eventually out-physical Torres. But if he wants to keep trading upstairs, he could find himself looking up at the lights again. There's the left hook to the body, which is going to make this Miguel Cotto's fight, if in fact he's able to put his imprint on it. Firing upstairs now. Torres has handled the chin punches more easily than the one that goes directly to the liver.